I don't even know if I should talk about this kind of stuff, but because this could mess somebody up. This could mess up your mind. It's kind of like, I heard this military man, he got interrogated by the CIA, and the CIA talked to him and convinced him that nothing was real. And he said he almost lost his mind. But I promise you, that person who was projecting a fake reality onto you, and you were projecting the fake reality onto them, never really existed, especially if they were lying to you, if they had some other side thing going on. And even if let's say you go watch Bounty Hunter D and you watch these cheaters. The Bible says if you've looked upon a woman, you've committed adultery. So everybody's cheated. So you get mad because somebody lied about cheating, but you've thought about it, you cheated. So everybody's projecting a fake reality. And so even to yourself, so are you the same person you were last year? No. If you think you're the same person you were last year, even yesterday, it's a fake reality that you're believing. This is why I say I change every 2 years. And people who aren't hanging out with me, they're getting left behind. Because I'm not staying stagnant. There's no such thing as stagnation. You're either growing together or you're growing apart. Period. If I was to meet somebody I knew that I was married to even from years ago, and they were walking there and they came and they sat in the car and we started talking, they wouldn't even know me. If you go there was enough time between when you talk to somebody, let's say a year, 2 years, whatever, there might be some familiar, oh yeah, remember when we said this, remember we did this, remember when you learned that, remember we went here, but that's not you anymore. If two people are married and they grow apart, even in the same house, they don't even know it, they're projecting fake reality because they're not communicating in communion. Look, you know this you right now is not the real you. Because when we see him, we'll be like him. We're approaching the mind of Christ. We're approaching the image of Christ. When you see Jesus, you'll be like him. The you that's here now is not even the real you. How can that person be real? Oh, she's wonderful. She's pretty. She's a hard worker. She's going to be a good helpmate. She's the greatest thing ever. But she's also a sinner. She's also got a dual nature. Yeah, but she said she'd do this, you do this. Well, then when it happens, and then there's things that y'all disagree with or you don't like, or she don't like what you're doing, you don't like what you're doing. Where did she go? Where is she? That's not the woman I married. What happened to her? You projected a fake reality onto her. She never existed. The projection that you projected never existed, and the projection she projected on you never existed. And you can prove it because when we see Jesus, we'll be like him. And right now, down here, you're not even the person that you really are until you see Jesus. And you change every day. She's going to change every day. That job's going to change every day. We see the hurricane destroyed everything. It changed. Everything changes. This place, this restaurant's been here for 50, 60, 70, 80 years. You go in there and they see the pictures of the way it used to look. It's still the same building, but it's, been painted. But you go in there and you say, this place has been here forever. And the lady who owns it, she's in there, and she's an older lady, and looks like she's, ready to retire, just the way her demeanor is. So this place is not going to be here forever. That's not going to be here exactly. It's changing. Everything's changing. I go in here and the turnover is like crazy. They got about 10 people working all the time. But the reason they do it is because they know people change jobs or whatever, because they're not paying them good. They just make money on tips for all. But there's some people that's been there for 30 years. If I go in there today, let me try to explain this to what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, if I go in there today, there's certain waitresses and waiters and people at the counter and all that, right? There's certain kind of people. There's certain people. John, Sally, Richard, Myrna, whatever, whoever's in there. Okay, so I go in there, and let's say I go in there every day for a month, and I know them. Okay, I know them by name or whatever, which I don't really know anybody, but I go in here a lot. I don't know their names. But that lady right there, I know her. I know that one. I know them by face. I don't know them by name. I know their personality. I know their character. I know they're going to... That one lady, she's going to come by. If I'm on the phone, she's going to say, do you need anything? She interrupts me when I'm on the phone or if I'm scrolling. She has to get my attention. I don't know why. Only thing I can figure, every time she's smiling and wanting to talk to me, it's like, you just don't. Your reality, your projection of me is so off the roof fake. We could never get together because you're not even in level 1. I mean, there's like 1,000 levels, and if you don't do the inner work year after year after year, day by day by day, if you're not talking to somebody, I've talked to people who are high level. I'm talking about high level renewal. What I'm telling you now is like top tier level, and it makes sense if you listen to what I'm saying, and I know you're going to reject it.